Hello, 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 Shameless Squad. What's up? This is a psychic tarot read for all signs and astrology updates here. Happy new moon, everybody who celebrates. Make sure you're doing your manifestations because this is a great lunation. If you're new, what up? I'm shamelessly sexy Jackie Boo. I am a spiritual entrepreneur, former certified sex therapist turned sexual confidence coach, consultant, whatever it might be. I'm just trying to cleanse again because that's what spirit and my guide said to do. So maybe you need a little cleanse too, Bill. But in this reading, what we're going to really get into is all 12 signs, what you can really expect with this full or new moon, in Sagittarius here overall, as well as astrology updates based on each rising sign here. And I'm going to pull one card from the Oracle deck, the Moonology, and then see what's going on in the tarot. I did pre-pull some cards here overall, though, when it does come to what the collective is just going through during this time. Oh, and I'm also a psychic medium, Reiki practitioner. What the hell do I do? A bunch of shit, boo. A lot of things. So I'm just not going to go into the intro today. But anyway, it's very interesting. I'm going to get into the cards and then we're going to talk about this new moon here. Hello, Ashley. Hi, beautiful. Mwah. Thank you for being here. But I actually really love this. First quarter moon in Scorpio is what came out overall. It was very interesting. And this is showing with the sacral plexus or plexus. Nice. Maybe you're working on your solar plexus chakra too. But this is showing the sacral chakra here. And this card talks about first quarter moon in Scorpio, release your blocks, which I absolutely love because we're in the year of the snake. We're almost wrapping up this year. And we have been, if you've been here with me this whole year, we have been literally told to shed our snake skin, move forward, leave these negative energies in the past and move forward. And I feel like that's what Spirit's really asking you to do. For a lot of you, this is about being in your divine feminine energy. This flow, don't force energy. And for those of you that don't know, that has been my mantra and my quote of the year here. So you might need to remember that specifically overall for yourself here. But you might really be in this divine creation, divine manifestation, this pleasure, this soul satisfaction too is what I'm hearing. So I don't know what you're doing, Shameless Squad, but there might be something in regards of creating, manifesting, but doing it from that divine feminine energy here. And I'm hearing that maybe you've been repressed in like different labels or identities or words or societies. I'm hearing like the witch wound, as well as like maybe you're studying about sacred sexuality, or maybe you're studying about different types of things with the sacral chakra, like myths of these different kinds of things as well here. So Spirit's really asking you to release your blocks with this and really let go with all these different things here. Some of you might really be inclined to ground down, do some yoga during this time here overall, and really find balance. Very beautiful. Yeah, underneath that, and then shut up. The solar plexus chakra. Love that here. So unleash your kindest self is what Spirit's saying. And a lot of you might be inclined to really work on your energy point system chakras here when it comes to Reiki too. I see that being very good for you. Now, you could have Libra, Scorpio, or Capricorn in your chart here. Happy birthday to all my Sagittarius out there. If you are a Sagittarius, let me know in the chat below. And Cappies, you are up soon for your season, Bill. Now, the card that was pulled via tarot for the whole collective here is the Eight of Pentacles. And so a lot of you have been working really hard, really diligently on your craft here and taking things one step at a time, especially when it does come to money or different managerial roles, or again, I'm just getting this divine manifestation. And maybe you're at this point at the end of the year where you're like, I'm already in 2026 and I'm just like blazing forward, moving forward with these different things that I want to create here. And I really love that for you. I see it being very successful, very beautiful here as well. Some of you might be getting a promotion here when it comes to jobs or positions because you literally are a master at your craft. For others of you with like that witchcraft or spiritual ritual, spells, folk magic, whatever it is that you might be looking into, you're really looking at this. And I feel like it's something that you did from the past here with the Queen of Cups in the reverse, but something will be revealed to you. Nice. And it's going to lead you to more money here. Okay. So let's talk about the astrology here, Shameless Squad. Overall, if you are new, make sure to like, subscribe, comment down below, all the things, yo. So So we're going to start with different things to know about the new moon, not the full moon, my bad. This is something to be mindful of. It is the new moon today in Sagittarius here. I'm going to tell you a little bit about the aspects. The moon isn't totally full until later on today, but that's okay. We're not going to worry about this. It is making some really nice, harmonious, flowy aspects in the sky here too. And you might be very much so inclined to focus on like your own health, your own happiness, and also focus on your emotional well-being, slowing down. And also this might be a time to really look into personal health and wellness with physical checkups, just because Sagittarius does rule, the hips and the thighs here. So pay attention to that as well. And this is something to really be potentially, you might be getting more energy because Sagittarius energy is like go, 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 right? They're a fire sign. And so you might be inclined to like go, 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 move, 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 or kind of feeling restless here too. So just pay attention to that as well. And this new moon may also be triggering to let go of any bad habits. And so I'm getting that song here, my bad habits lead to you, woo. And so you might be like, all right, we're releasing this, we're leaving that. In the year of the snake, we're shedding the skin of that. And then we're adopting new healthy ones moving forward here, right? So these are some things that you might be inclined to really focus in on. Hello, everybody in the chat. Make sure to like and subscribe. I love you all. Some other things that you might notice with this moon in Sagittarius is, the moon is a very watery, emotional planet, and a Sagittarius moon can be very direct here. So you might notice that people are really bold in their energy. They might be taking a chance, making a change, speaking their truth, moving forward. You might also kind of like crave some more adventure here, or planning a trip, diving into a new subject, teaching something, taking something when it comes to school, everything like that, or even learning some different courses or studying as well here, okay? How am I shameless? I am shameless because I stay shameless on this channel. I used to be a former certified sex therapist and a licensed professional clinical counselor here, and I completely dissolved my old business model from one-on-one therapy work to really jump into the spiritual entrepreneur with this timeline. So I embody the I am energy of I am psychic, I am a sexual wellness consultant, I am a mental health consultant, I am an energy healer, being a Reiki 2 master, I am a medium, I talk to the dead, I help people spiritually in the living life too, I do tarot, I do all these different tools when it comes to divination as well. So just to answer your question here overall. But when it comes to this in particular, let's get back to this new moon energy. You may be called to embody some new autonomy within yourself here. Be it like trying something new, like F it and find out energy, because Sagittarius is really great with that and just trying new things. And this can also be having deep conversation with someone, maybe even from another country or different background than you are in, or even culturally learning some different things too here overall. You may want to really zone in on like spiritual growth or wellness with this too. But when it comes to this moon as well, it is also trining Chiron, which really can be very helpful when it comes to healing any past wounds here. Chiron is the wounded healer here. And so when it talks about this specifically, Chiron is a minor body in the sky. Some people include Chiron when it comes to a planet here. I don't personally, when I do astrology reads for people, but this is something where you might take a look at that nice flow and harmonious energy when it comes to all these things here. And, really hone in on healing oneself. But then there's also this divine synchronicity that may come up to have some sort of creative activity and emotional healing too, okay? So there's a lot of beautiful things. Make sure that you're relaxing here too. When the new moon is happening, it's when the sun in the sky is in that sign, so Sagittarius, and then the moon is in Sagittarius. So it's a nice flow of energy. There is a medium influence of these energies, and the universe is on your side right now. So if you need a mantra or an affirmation, it can be the universe is on my side right now, or I'm divinely guided and always supported by the universe, and speak that into existence, especially if you've been feeling beat up lately, especially if you have just needed this time to be more positive and more rewarding and feeling good and taking time to enjoy yourself and also relieve anything that has maybe been stressful. So really looking on relaxation techniques, stress relievers too. So just trust your intuition intuition and seize the day is really the guidance of this as well. It also does conjunct Venus for those of you that are looking for love or relationships, or you're in a relationship, commitment, partnership, marriage, whatever it might be. This is something where you can truly work with this. You know, maybe go on a date night, do something nice for your honey or significant other, or just the people that you love in this world. Wish kindness onto them, wish love onto them, wish these different things onto them. And Venus is also good for money. So you might also be working on some different creativity goals with money manifestation too. And I love how that showed up in the cards here too with the tarot. So let's discuss this. When it comes to Sagittarius risings here, again, let me know what resonates in the comments below and keep the chat to the video, please. Thank you. And your new moon is going to be in the first house of you, Sagittarius. So this is like main character energy. The spotlight's on you. Could this be some sort of new identity, new ego, new label here that you're like, wow, this is really good for me. This could be a brand new start or beginning as well in regards of travel, going the distance, working on oneself, because the first house is the self and it's the body here specifically. With you in particular being a very active sign here, an adventurous sign, this could be something there for that in particular overall. So I wouldn't be surprised if there was in particular some phone calls, some text messages, some communications here of like, hey, do you want to go on out on this group date or whatever? And let's go and enjoy the salsa dancing class, right? Or something of that sort, right? Or adventurous with an activity here, okay? And when it comes to the other parts of this too, over the next 6 months under this lunation, this is about you trying to find something new within yourself and manifest something big within your reality here. You are meant to be seen right now over the next 6 months and really putting yourself out there in the spotlight in particular, where in the future it impacts your friendships, your relationships, your travel, your work life, as well as marriages or business contracts or partnerships, plus spiritually being aligned with that too here, okay? So this is something to really be mindful of specifically. And Sagittarius, let's get one card for you when it comes to this. For Sagittariuses, please. What do they need to know? What's the guidance for my Sagittariuses during this time? Woo! Full moon in Aquarius. So interesting. Be real. Spirit's really asking you to be real, be honest, be authentic, be true to you, boo. Which I love that advice for you. And first quarter moon in Pisces. Yeah, you got the crown chakra showing up for you. Also honor your feelings here during this time. What does Sagittarius need to be real about right now? You could also have Aquarius in your chart, or there could be an Aquarius in your life here. You got the Devil card. This is about standing in your power as your authority, as well as releasing any addictions or toxic habits or things that just are not good for you. This is unbinding yourself from something and really healing any shadows here, as well specifically, and unchaining yourself from something that's holding you back. You could also have Capricorn in your chart here specifically, but Ten of Swords, damn, Saggies, life has been beating you down here a little bit. I feel like you're closing up a major cycle here, but this is you really being on that healing journey, and this could even be influencing your marriage or your significant others or your relationships or people that you live with here overall, because the Four of Wands is typically the 1111 card. This is also a wish fulfillment that maybe hasn't come true yet. So Spirit's asking you to be honest about what is this wish fulfillment here that is coming in specifically overall. And there might be a partnership that is coming in and asking you to take the lead, and it's going to bring you some more money, a brand new beginning here. But the King of Wands is like a leader. It's a traveler. It's that creator energy. And so it's that fiery, passionate energy. And I feel like for you, you have to close up some sort of major cycle here with how you've been stabbed in the back 10 times this year, but almost like leave that in 2025 here overall. Okay. If you're having back pain specifically, that is a psychic attack. So I would also be mindful to watch out for that. For others of you, this is just truly being real about like finances or where you're meant to go and what you're meant to do. And Spirit's like, come on, let's get it together. Let's go. Because by Capricorn season, you want to start the year off right, is what this is really showing me here. So Sagittarius, yeah, love and money, Ace of Cups. We love that. And the Ace of Pentacles. That's beautiful. Don't allow any conflict back into your life during this time or any chaotic energies. Yeah, the Wheel of Fortune, because the Wheel of Fortune is bringing you some sort of fate, some sort of destiny, some sort of option and opportunity here, okay? That is your card. Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising sign. Let me know what resonates in the comments below. Like, subscribe, help the channel grow here, okay? Let's go to Capricorn. Sun, Moon, Risings. Happy birthday almost to my Capricorn babies out there. You will have to let me know what you're doing for your birthday, how you're celebrating, when it is, all the damn things. I love my Capricorns on this channel too, boo. Okay. Thank you for the beautiful clapping seal here. Capricorn risings. So this new moon is going to be happening in our 12th house. I say this because I'm a Capricorn rising over here. This will be happening in our 12th house of addiction, mental health, physical illness, or hospitals. This will also be, you know, the spiritual ashrams, meditation centers, the yoga mat, the guides, the gurus, the teachers, the mentors, different far off distant shores, lands, dreaming, sleeping, psychic sensitivity at night here. So Capricorns, this is a time of year where, depending on your rising sign, if you are a later degree of Capricorn rising here in particular, then this may hit your first house or your 11th house here. I'm sorry, the wheel, it's backwards. So you have to really look at the degrees based on your chart here. But 12th house energies, over the next 6 months, you might take up like a daily spiritual practice here. You might be doing something in regards of healing your physical health, your mental health, or you might be undoing some sort of addiction here, a childhood wounding pattern that could have influenced family matters and personal growth, family trauma here in particular, as well as you could be getting a lot of dream communication, a lot of psychic downloads, a lot of psychic messages, and sensitivity specifically here overall. And this is like your sage-like wisdom is probably going to be amped up and turned up higher. I would highly recommend you dream journal during this time here because you're going to have a lot of divine wisdom and downloads. And it's like, you're not going to remember them all, Cappies. I'm not going to lie to you. I dream journal like 4 to 6 dreams every single morning. And oh my God, I just finished my dream journal today, and oh my, it's just so much to write all that stuff. So I have to find a new way myself to do that. So if you know of anything that you like to do for dream journaling, let me know in the chat here. But Capricorns, this may also be a travel over the next 6 months, or planning something from far off distant shores and lands, as well as money from foreigners or other countries, or people that may be sending you money, working money with you, or receiving that in some sort of way here. So I really like that for you. Let's shuffle the list. Hi everyone, make sure to like and subscribe to the video in this chat here, okay? You got the same one as Sagittarius. So if you believe in cuspers, I don't. I used to and I don't anymore. That's just me. You do you at the end of the day. You may have Aquarius in your chart here specifically, but it's be real. And then my guy just said, pull another one. So let's see what else is going on for Capricorn, but go back and watch that one. Okay. Someone definitely has Aquarius in their chart here. Last quarter moon in Aquarius, reflect on your priorities and be real. So Spirit's asking you right now during this time, what are your priorities now? What can wait till next year? How can you like really call this balance in and also like take time for you here? Because I do see you being very busy here overall. And we have last quarter moon in Leo. Yeah, and Spirit's like saying you need to lighten up a little bit and have some fun. We also have sibling signs. So you Aquarius, Leo, you could have those in your chart here specifically. But I feel like you need to nourish yourself, give back to you during this holiday season here specifically. See how they're in the water. But I also feel like you do need to take a break and a little bit of a vacation or a trip here. Okay, so let's clarify this. Thank you for the compliment. I got those branches recently. And this is like the first time that I'm trying the colored lights in the background. I don't really know if I like them as much as like the light fairy ones that I usually have on or whatever. But, you know, 'tis the season. So we just thought we'd be that rainbow girl today. Okay. Messages, please, for Capricorns. What do they need to be real on? Reflect on their priorities. Ooh, Cappies. Who you fighting? Oh, okay. Interesting. Wow. Okay. So you Capricorns, this is super freaking interesting. This is not going to resonate with everybody. So just take what resonates with you, okay? You have the Five of Wands and the Ace of Cups here. And when the Ace of Cups came out, I heard like baby mama, baby daddy situation, or like an ex or something here. And then like they might be in jail. I don't know. Take what resonates with you. Or this is about how you might be holding yourself back from love because you've been hurt in the past here. But Spirit with this Ace of Cups is sending you a brand new opportunity, a brand new person, someone that you will love or something that you will love. Doves, water lotuses can also be significant to you here. But I feel like your priority is to be real and also like shield and protect yourself potentially from abusive sources, energies, or people here, or give it up to your guides specifically, okay, Capricorns? Because there could be something that you don't maybe realize that, like, yes, you deserve love. Yes, you deserve all these things here. And I feel like with this dove, which does represent love or dove here, that is what doves represent, is that purity, that innocence. It's like Spirit's giving you a chance on something brand new. And for some of you, this may be even to have a child here overall. An Ace of Wands, the Lovers card. Oh my God, I love that I'm talking about love, but I can't show you that whole card just because YouTube here, okay? But we have the Page of Pentacles, Ace of Wands, and the Lovers card. And the Knight of Cups. Yeah, love and, oh my God, the Star card. So this is all about you healing certain things with this Aquarius energy. Your emotions, your feelings, how you've been hurt in the past, and not closing off your heart chakra here. And also know that you can have a baby. Some of you will be having a baby soon. I am seeing that. So congratulations on your pregnancy and your baby, all the things here. And for others of you, this is about you making the best choices about what's right for your family, your kids, if you're moving here, just because this Ace of Wands does have a castle on it specifically. And so I'm also feeling like some of you may be moving here and maybe you've held off this move or held back this move until you got this, you know, new message about a new career or a job or money or choice here that's almost going to heal your finances. So there's like this balance of both, but I see you being very responsible in this here. So absolutely love that for you, Capricorn. So congratulations on that. Everything does look good. Just release and let go of these energies who you're not meant to heal them anymore. Spirit's like really saying give up the drama here. Give up the drama. Five of Swords. And I love this depiction because this person's like bowing down and they're like, I can't win this fight. I can't win this battle. I'm not doing this anyway here. Hello, new today. Thank you, thank you, thank you for being here. I'm sorry. The chat, like, I'll be closer to the end. She started with Sag. Oh, thank you. Yeah, started with Sag today since it's Sagittarius' birthday season here. So I'm trying to be mindful of that as we move through the seasons on the channel. That's just how it goes sometimes with these astrology ones here and the oracle cards and tarot. So yeah, Capricorns, let me know what resonates in the comments below. Like, subscribe to the channel, yo. And check the other placements in your chart too. I'm very curious how these energies will play out for you. Aquarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising sign. We've been talking about your energies coming up so far in the cards and the reading. So if you've got Capricorn or Sagittarius in your chart, I mean, go back and watch the reading portion of it because this may resonate with you. So this will be going on this new moon in your 11th house of like, yo, you're comfortable here, right? This is your groups, your hopes, your dreams, your wishes, your dharma, and air. Well, one of the houses of dharma here that could lead you to more money from the career gains of the 10th that play out in the 11th here. So groups, social circles, communities here as well. You may be getting a, you know, life of the party time during this time, like lots of invites, going out, seeing friends, but also like booked, busy, blessed energy because you do have this 11th house stellium happening for you right now, which can feel like it's a lot of energy and moving forward into a lot of love and money and conversations and communications. But I also see you having more of these like deep divey conversations with friends or groups of people where it's more so like soul fam and connected on that like spiritual level here specifically, which I really do like that for you, Aquarius. And I feel like there's some sort of renewal within this in particular, as well as you could be healing any social media wounds during this time or close nearby connections with neighborhoods, friendships, aunts, uncles, nieces, cousins, siblings, nephews, all that in your local community or environments. And you might also be asked to like get out of your house or your local community, your neighborhood, your environments, and like go meet up with some people or do different things. Obviously, like this is holiday time season. You go and through this every single year. You experience this every year. The main difference is I see you really having some healing conversations, and I do like that amongst different groups of people. And you might be gaining some sort of new wisdom or perspective in particular. When it comes to your groups and your friends and everything like that here as well. So let's shuffle this out for you, Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising. What do you need to know, please, Spirit? Thank you. See the bigger picture here. So we have the full moon in Sagittarius here. So that would have happened in Gemini season. So you're wrapping up some sort of cycle over the past 6 months, and that might be a good journal prompt for you to do. What was the big picture of this year since Gemini season to Sagittarius season here? But there's almost something that you're not seeing that Spirit wants to show you in this, and it's almost like you're in this desert where things are all dried up. And what people don't realize is the desert used to be like ocean floors in certain places and spaces across the world here. And so it's almost like you potentially have gone through a lot of emotional healing or paths with this. And this is something where you in particular might need to just get clear here in the depths of this overall and really understand everything's happening for me, not to me. So I'm hearing victim programming and mentality. So being able to get out of that, but also shoot your shot with the next big thing, the next big goal, the next big dream, the next big wish, the next big manifestation. And I feel like there's something about a group, a family member, or a friends, but more so friends or chosen family that might connect you to something in the future that does really help with this here, okay? Most important messages, please. Four of Wands, groups, family members, loves, friends here, okay? Four of Wands, 1111. Some of you could be moving here again. You're going to be living a better life of luxury. You may be decorating with some different pink roses around your home, bringing in some gentleness, some fun, some pleasure here. For others of you, this is like you may be going out on like New Year's or something like that, or people coming to travel to you. Ooh, Queen of Swords in the reverse. Hold on, Aquarius. Bigger picture. Okay. So some of you, interesting, this is about taking your power back and the lead back into your life here. With the Four of Wands, there may be a lover, a partner, a significant other, or even just a friend that you need to have a difficult conversation with because you have the Queen of Swords in the reverse here. You're holding back, okay? They're not. Or vice versa, this person has hurt you in the past and you haven't necessarily shared with them or told them what has gone on. And now I'm getting like shivers, and I'm getting shivers on my right side of my thigh here, which is Sagittarius energy. The thighs represent Sagittarius energy, and the new moon is in Sagittarius today. And the right side is the masculine energy. So for whoever aligns with this message, I feel like it's only going to be a few of you. It's like Spirit's asking you to take the step forward and move forward with these conversations, and Spirit's asking you to take power back in your life. See how this Emperor on this card is just like, yep, got the whole world in my hand, and they're just like juggling it, right? But they're not losing their cool. They're cool, calm, and collected here. And so I feel like someone might also, for others of you, this is another storyline, right? Because when we channel all the messages. Okay. I feel like someone might try to get you out of character, meaning they might try to set you up in a way where they have you come off as some sort of ice queen. They get you out of this boss character here, or like try to like disrupt some sort of foundation, since fours represent foundations, but it's going to be faulty. Like it's not going to work, and they're going to end up looking like the idiot here. Okay. This could be a Sagittarius, or wow. Okay. I didn't mean to say Sagittarius. I meant to Aquarius, say an Aries, but maybe it could also be a Sagittarius. So that's for someone out there. Or even a boss, a manager, or someone that's older than you, even like a grandparent, or they could have like gray or white hair here. Your overall energy though is the Ace of Pentacles and the Magician here, and Spirit's really saying block out this person. Okay. You have the Eight of Swords here too. And I'm hearing jailbait. And I feel like with jailbait, I don't know if this person's going to jail. I don't know if they've like been running from their bills, paying debts, credit card debts is what I'm hearing. And then almost, what is it called when they send the people after the person and they're like on the run from those people to collectors, debt collectors. So it's like this person could be in a lot of debt here, and I feel like spirit's trying to tell you don't give them anything and like manifest your own reality here, your own life here. This is Gemini Virgo energy too, but this is something where you need to make this wish fulfillment, this dream come true, because the Four of Wands and the Magician is also 1111 with all of the four elements of the tarot, and you have the Ace of Pentacles. So I see that there's some sort of new opportunity with wealth, with money, luxury is what I'm also hearing here, Aquarius. And this could even be moving by the mountains. You might be spell casting. You might be doing certain things to like protect your energy and peace, or ward against other people here. But spirit's giving you some sort of sign. So also pay attention to like coins or pennies from heaven, like dropping down from you. So as calla lilies and red roses could also be significant to you. But there is something about that. It's kind of like when spirit drops, you know, coins in your path here. That's when you know like you're being taken care of by the divine here. Yeah, Six of Cups. And from maybe someone from your past who's passed on, or passed on, loved one, child, whatever it might be. Someone from the past could also be helping you with this too, because that is also a sibling card, friendship card, Six of Cups when we pulled it. So Aquarius, sun, moon, rising sign, let me know what resonates in the comments below. Like, subscribe. Help the channel grow, do all the things. Thank you to all the trolls in the chat for helping the channel grow. I'm so grateful. You're bringing me so much money and opportunity and blessings. That's so beautiful. I'm so grateful. Oh, love you. Okay. Pisces, what's up, Pisces? This is in your 10th house of career, CEO, boss daddy, or boss mommy energy, whatever you choose to claim or be. This is also a brand new beginning over the next 6 months of potentially stepping into some sort of powerful position career-wise, maybe starting a new career-wise, or doing all these things here in particular, as well as maybe even starting your own business if that's something you're interested in, or just really taking some sort of next step in trajectory of a career path here. Some of you might become spiritual healers, teachers, guides, gurus, or take a course learning or teach a course learning here too, and signing some different contracts and commitments here as well. I do see that for you. You're healing some sort of money wound with this full moon here, or this new moon here as well. So I really like this. I feel like in the next 6 months, your career is going to have a glow up, as well as you're going to be seen in some sort of way in the public eye here. And whether or not you realize it, it is going to help your, I'm hearing investments, okay, but also like your money, your career, your opportunities here, okay? Yeah, and then you pulled the card, full moon in Pisces, forgive here. So this could have happened. You could have been going through, I mean, you were going through really harsh eclipse seasons this year, Pisces, and you've had Saturn in your sign retrograding and Neptune retrograding back in your sign, and it's going to move out of that soon, right? So there's something about the past potentially within your career that you need to forgive. Maybe things that just came up in general, coworkers, colleagues, bosses, or things that maybe you felt depleted and not replenished because of this watery type of energy here. Right? Or maybe this is also like, I forgive myself because I haven't been able to really take care of myself or replenish my needs or my desires or my requires in a career as well. So let's see what this forgive is about. Maybe this is other people too, since 10th house is also the house of fatherly figures as well. Pisces, please, what do they need to know about forgiveness? The moon card. Okay, this is something in your shadow that you're not necessarily seeing here, but you do need to trust your intuition and move forward with this. You want the moon in the upright because then it's going to be more illuminated and seen. So this is a powerful new moon to start off this next year right here and have the momentum going now. Birds could be significant to you, as well as coyotes or wolves here, but this is also the divine saying you're very powerful and you're very intellectual here. And so Pisces, this is your energy where you might be having some difficulties in describing how you're feeling or your emotions or hard conversations and what's coming up. And Spirit's like, you can't outrun your shadow here, okay? They're showing me like Peter Pan. So maybe this was like, maybe you have Peter Pan syndrome. Maybe this is something where you don't want to look at your shadow, but you want to hold it back here. Yeah, Five of Pentacles in the reverse. You're coming out of this and you're starting something new when it comes to healing. Yeah, and this is going to be the brand new beginning of a cycle here. The Wheel of Fortune. This is meant to happen in Sagittarius season here, or even be the pivotal moment of something changing and starting with this brand new rebirth and this wheel turning specifically. Wheel of Fortune is a destiny card. It's a good card to have, Pisces. So whatever it is, whoever it is that you were meant to forgive them, okay? I understand that that's easier said than done, but when you forgive other people, it's actually about forgiving yourself, and you almost have this burden of release upon you here. And Judgment card, yeah, and making good choices, and also spiritually introspecting with this Hermit card and the Nine of Swords in the reverse, healing any anxiety, healing any wounds, healing insomnia or sleepless nights or things of, not taking care of yourself as best because of work or just whatever. And Spirit's asking you, close up this cycle over the next 6 months here, or even by your birthday, Pisces, before the next astrological new year. And this Judgment card is like very different than other ones. You typically have a Judgment card where it's like an angel up above the sky, all beautiful, angelic, looking down. And almost like, like, what is it? Archangel Gabriel in that card, or like blowing into a horn or something like that, right? But this one is very different. There's skeletons reaching up. There's people's bodies in this, their skin. And it's like, hey, people may be reaching out to you. And this is a cryptic message here, but if you look at them, they could be dead soon, okay? This is one of those things where it's like, forgive these things, close up these cycles before it's too late. Knight of Swords, have whatever conversation you've been needing to have sooner rather than later and take action on this, Pisces. So let me know what resonates in the comments below. Like, subscribe to the channel, check all the placements in your chart too. Aries, sun, moon, and rising signs. So let's talk about you. This is going on in another fiery house for you, Aries, the 9th house, which is Sagittarius's house. This is a fun house. It is also a deeply spiritually healing house. It is your joy. It's happy. It's dharma. It's higher education. It's learning. It's spirituality. It's different talks, different messages. It's different cultures, far off distance lands, shores, places. This is also the house of legalities and court cases, as well as third marriages here. So you got a lot going on in this house overall, Aries. When this new moon is happening in the 9th house, you may be inclined to take a trip. You may be inclined to look at studying something or teaching something in particular, since this is the house of the teacher in particular overall. So you may be doing some of those things, or really learning about philosophy and wisdom and different like soul, spiritual, not contracts. Okay, maybe you're looking into soul contracts, but maybe that was meant to be said here for some of you. But this is something where you might be looking at where you're kind of at during this time, understanding like, what is it that I want deep down inside on a spiritual level that's just going to bring me pleasure, that's just going to bring me satisfaction, that's going to make me feel excited about life again and enjoy life again. And with the North Node, Saturn, and Neptune all in Pisces hidden in your 12th house, you almost have to trust yourself with these little like hints from Spirit that it's giving you, and really step into this and take power over this. Some of you might be inclined to teach something that it's almost like this cathartic experience of like, this helps heal you in a way at the end of the day. So this is very interesting here overall, in particular, Aries, sun, moon, rising sign. So I would pay attention to that and look at some of those things here. Let's see what the Oracle says for you for the next 6 months, but this might be things that you're also looking at doing. This is also the house of book publishing deals as well too. So you might be inclined to start there soon too. Full moon in Capricorn. Very beautiful here. So again, over the next 6 months, this will be 7 months for you. This will be a really good time in June to kind of look into this a little bit more with the full moon in Capricorn here in particular. and take a reality check and give yourself enough credit of what you are doing versus what you aren't doing, Aries. Because there is something in this chart where it's like you want to take the lead, you want to heal, you want to move forward, but it's almost like people don't see all the things that you're doing. And so you almost need to see all the things that you're doing and give yourself more credit and grace on a lot of this stuff as well here. Mars is in your 10th house right now, currently in Capricorn, where it's at its exaltation, and all these other planets will be moving into a Capricorn stellium. So it's kind of like pushing you from this 9th house energy, things that maybe you've learned and studied, potentially moving on over into this 10th house of career here. So let's see what's going on with this for Aries. Everyone is getting this today. So Four of Wands. And when I say everyone, I've done who did I start with? Sag to you, Aries. So check the placements in your chart. But I feel like, again, this is marriages. This is a wish fulfillment. What is it that you wish for? And I saw this quote in an astrology group. And if I remembered who said it, I would give him credit, but I don't remember. But it was saying how it's Sagittarius season, so wish big, wish bigger for more than what you'd ever want to, because why the heck not? And I feel like with this Four of Wands card, that's what this is asking you to do. Wish for a bigger house, wish for a bigger goal, wish for, a better husband or a better contract here with the King of Wands. Wish for something to be manifested into existence, but like take action on it. And the Ace of Pentacles, I'm telling you, y'all, brand new beginnings with your money and career, a new opportunity here. I do see you getting a big nice job contract here, but I'm wanting to say the word gone. So I don't know if you're like watching Gone Girl or reading a lot, or maybe like that was a book for you, but it's almost like you're going to be gone in no time. And so Spirit's like, you're going to be really busy. So it's like this energy of enjoy the fruits of your labor, slow down, smell the coffee or the tea, whatever, sip your water mindfully, do all these things, because I do see a lot of responsibility placed on your shoulders. And I do see you as this very intellectual, this very wise, this very smart person and individual here. And all of these are in the upright, but I feel like you might be having a going away party soon or celebrating that for some of you. And for others of you, this is like, again, movement, moving ideas, making more money here. And Two of Pentacles, having some balance and structure in this all. And it's going to be something that you genuinely do love, this brand new beginning and opportunity. This is not something from your past or anything from the past here as well. And pay attention to moths around you during this time here, because that could be very significant to you. So I feel like this reality check is kind of like, Aries, you're getting a whole brand new life in the next 6 months, and I'm here for it. Like, I really love this for you. And I know Saturn and Neptune will be moving back into your sign, Aries, and that might be when you feel like you have a little bit more energy, and now you might be kind of contemplating some things. So I would just say take what resonates for you, but be bold, take the lead and just do it and get excited. Like, that's a beautiful read. I feel like you had the best read out of everyone so far, because all the cards were in the upright here. So yeah. Make sure to like and subscribe, all the things. Check the other placements, because a lot of these reads are similar so far. So Taurus, Sun, Moon, and Rising. The moon, this new moon is happening in your 8th house, Taurus. So this is a packed 8th house here. Let's go through the list of things that could be playing out for you with themes over the next 6 months. This is manifesting more money from other people here. Your 5th house is really manifestation, but this is receiving more money from other individuals, taxes, banks, loans, whatever, clients. This is also working with occult wisdom, which is just basically, the word occult means secret. So you might be learning about spirituality, psychic work, witchy work, magical spells, rituals, spirits, guides, goddesses, gods, deities, whom you might want to work with, ancestral realms here. You might be looking into psychology, because this is the house of the psyche more so as well too. And this is also mysteries as well as sexuality. So you might be exploring some of these themes, and over the next 6 months, these could really play out for you very soon here. In regards of taking action moving forward. But now is kind of like the time, Taurus, where you might be reflecting on a lot of things here too. And you might be conversing with people, maybe even a significant other or multiple people that just kind of get you spiritually, because 8th housers are willing to talk about like the deepest, darkest secrets, like go into the depths of the psyche, right? And so you might be connecting with some people who understand the energies of the sun and the moon, meaning the sun is the maybe this spiritual energy that gets looked on as like, yay angels, yay guides, yay angel numbers, all these signs, beauty, wonder, right? And then the moon is this energy that unfortunately gets really demonized and weaponized and all these different things here, right? And this moon is like this fear energy or this scary energy, or it's like this emotional energy that we don't always show people though. But when we do, we show people our hidden truths with our psychology and our psyche and our insecurities, especially when we throw hate on people too. And so you might be looking at these denser energies, but also notice that there is power when we heal these denser energies. And also knowing that a lot of people in the world will never heal their denser energies because they want to remain in that state of being angry and upset. And they don't even know what both of these energies are holding space for them is like. So you're really in this energy, Taurus, of like there's this both and approach here. And with Chiron in your 12th house, making aspects to this new moon, you could be healing some different things in regards of mental health, physical health, and spiritual enlightenment that maybe other people wanted to keep secret from you or hide from you or not tell you about, even when it comes to potentially religious leaders as well, be it that this is in the sign of Sagittarius too. So I would pay attention to that, but you also might be looking at certain people that you potentially once respected, who maybe came off very preacher teacher vibe and energy, and you're just like, I don't like this anymore. I don't get down with them anymore because I'm noticing the hypocrisies and they're not holding space for their light and their dark, like shadow. I don't want to say dark, but their denser energy shadows. So you're kind of seeing through this bullshit of the love and light community, and it's fake, right? Because those are spiritual bypassers. And so you're kind of seeing through these hidden secrets here. So I actually really love that for you, Taurus, as well as new money structures and receiving money from other individuals or people as well. This could also be an investment taking off, or even an investment property if this isn't like a far foreign shore land here, that you might be inclined to keep secret or hidden or only a couple people know about here. Yeah, first quarter moon in Capricorn, very beautiful. Solar plexus chakra here overall. So Taurus, you're really being called to step into your confidence, assert yourself, your communication, your power, your boundaries, everything. And I really love that for you. But this says unleash your kindest self, not your nicest self, your kindest self, because nice people please, right? Kind people speak the fuck up and teach people how to treat them, right? Whether or not people deserve that in regards of their energy here, right? It's like if they give you respect, you'll give respect back. And if they disrespect you and you both respect each other and you know each other on that level here, it's like you will give that back and be like, okay, I'm going to speak up for myself kindly in a shameless way, not a shameful way. What does Taurus need to know? Messages, please, here. Thank you. Ooh, 4 Pentacles in the reverse. Pay attention to other greedy people or scams or people potentially over the next 6 months using you and abusing you for your money here. Yeah, 9 of Wands in the reverse. It's like you're going to come out of this if you ever fell victim to some sort of scam or abuse here, especially involving your money. Shut up, Taurus. You got the Ace of Pentacles. You are like, I've pretty much pulled this card in almost every sign since starting this live. So watch your whole read, but you really have potentially been beaten down. There's 2 different storylines I'm getting from the card, so please just stay with me. The first one is you've been beaten down in regards of finances here, and maybe even been taken advantage of over these years in your life, and maybe you've beat yourself up. Why did I give that person money? Why did I give this person money? They just blew it. They just did that with this, and then like you get mad and upset at yourself here, right? But you're actually supposed to be kind to yourself. You're supposed to say, okay, maybe I was too generous, maybe I was too giving, and that's because I'm a pure soul here, right? Those people that are pure of soul sometimes do get taken advantage of, unfortunately, and I don't like being the messenger with that. However, that money that you give out is coming back in brand new positions, brand new opportunities, brand new careers, brand new places, spaces, cars, jobs, whatever, new industries I'm hearing as well. And it's almost like you're making money off of people who abused you, used you, but you're turning that and from pain into suffering to money and into pleasure and into satisfaction, actually enjoying this as well. For some of you, there could be money that had been hidden from you in the past, and you could be receiving that as well. For others of you, this is like spiritual leaders being very greedy, taking your money, lying to you about, spiritual healings and teachings and occult wisdom and knowledge and how they were the best. And then you got like exposed to this and like, yeah, this isn't actually true. And you're starting some sort of brand new beginning with someone you trust in some sort of new energy here. I'm also hearing you could have like gaslit your intuition previously and been like, I knew that spiritual healer was a fake. I knew they were a phony. I knew they didn't even know what they were talking about, right? When they said fill in the blank. And now you're like, okay, I've had myself, this frustration. I've felt these energies in motion, these emotions. And now I'm going to move on into a more grounded approach. Shut up. You're going to shock some people with this transformation here. Love Money by Aries season here over the next 6 months, specifically, or even then, like, yeah, new groups, new communities, Ace of Cups, new love, new money, Ace of Pentacles, the Tower moment, Aries season, 3 of Cups and 6 of Wands. Like, are you kidding me, Taurus? You got nothing but success over the next 6 months is what I want to tell you. And Spirit is giving you a brand new position and opportunity with all this. It's just whether or not you feel like it's the right fit or you feel like you can do this overall. So very beautiful. You have to let me know what resonates down below, Taurus. Make sure to like and subscribe. Let's move on to Gemini. What's going on for you, Gemini boo, when it comes to this new moon today? So this isn't a fun house for you. I think you're going to like it for those singles out there. Geminis, this new moon is happening in your 7th house. This is love. This is long-term commitments, marriage. This is also a baby in the baby carriage. Not really, but maybe you're pregnant. This is also business partnerships, contracts, moving forward into new job positions and opportunities. This is also where you might work with different guides or mentors or even therapists or those of wise counsel here as well. There could be a lot of fast action with this and movement with this too. And I feel like one of the best things for you to prioritize, Gemini, right now over the next 6 months really is your relationships, but on a business and a love front here. But I just want to say, be careful not to always mix love and business or business and pleasure here overall, because it could seem like there could be something in the future, don't shoot the messenger, that could go awry with that when Venus passes Mars, and Mars might be like, nope, we're cutting off this area of like some resource or money that you receive from others. So that is a warning for some of you as I'm looking at the chart and seeing where the planets will go with Venus moving into Capricorn in the future. I would just be mindful of that here in particular. But over the next 6 months, this is like a brand new beginning. This might also be doing some sort of like business partnership with people or collaboration too. And really taking some things like one step at a time, like amping up some contracts and negotiations. So pay attention to your phone calls, your text messages, your emails, as well as like dating apps too, or even like future opportunities for travel, be it travel for work or travel for love here, because you might find some good deals here, good options is what I'm seeing in this chart. So what does Gemini need to know, please? Or maybe you're traveling. You'll have to let me know. I would love to know where you're going. I love traveling, okay? Last quarter moon in Aries. Work through your feelings here overall. So over the next 6 months, Gemini, it's interesting because I was thinking about your energy today, and not like yours, but the collectives just in general, like Geminis. And I was thinking about how if you can't be honest with anyone about your true feelings, you're just going to be upset and angry and working through some pent-up anger here. And not saying that that's going to come out as rage or aggression. For some people it might, but for other people, that is like sacred rage that you can alchemize and put into things, right? So I don't know. I don't know if you're angry. I don't know if you're upset. I don't know if there is some stuck or stagnant energy within your body and that emotion that like needs to be worked up and through here. Last quarter moon in Sagittarius, practice gratitude. So interesting as like I cut the deck here and that's what it shows. So I don't know if some of you need to be grateful for your anger, grateful for your emotions here, or also work through these feelings and be like, okay, this maybe was difficult for me to be honest about, and I'm grateful that I did this, right? And this is one of the hardest things. And so I don't mean to like shit on you or anything like that at all. I was just like, damn, this is a really hard one for Gemini, right? Because, well, this is like your sibling sign energy. So it's automatically like opposing you, kind of like the next or the previous moon. But this is one where it's also like that's a challenge when you are ruled by Mercury, a very analytical planet, the planet of communication, thoughts, travel. It's very much so movement of the mind and analytical, right? And it can be hard because then sometimes for you, Geminis, it's really hard to be embodied in these feelings here. And Uranus right now is retrograde back in your 12th house of, things that might be subconscious or hidden or deep down buried. And this could give you some sort of feelings of alleviation or like these aha epiphany moments of shocks and awes and surprises that you may then communicate to people that you really love here. So there's something about that here. So I don't know if you feel like you are feeling stuck or stagnant in some sort of feelings or emotions here, but Spirit's asking you to work through them here and not to run from them or be afraid of them. So maybe work with the emotions wheel too. I always think that is a great one for Gemini specifically. Okay. What are the most important messages, please? Oh, okay. Hanged Man. Funny how I mentioned the 12th house, which is Pisces energy. This could be with a Pisces, but this is also like allowing yourself to be present, allow yourself to notice your feelings, allow yourself to be in the watery Piscean energy, and just simply notice what's coming up. You don't have to over-identify with anything, but spiritually, it's going to show you something within your mind, body, soul here that's going to bring some things up with you within your psyche that feels really good. And this could be those ahas or epiphany moments, and this could be with a lover, Gemini, your energy, or with a partner here. You could have Pisces in your chart here too, but this is also, I think, a partner for a lot of you asking you, how are you feeling? How are you doing? And you may not have the words. You're kind of like, good. Or you're like very left brain and you intellectualize it, and Spirit's like, don't intellectualize this, don't be analytical about this, like really, really, really try. And this can take years to build up. But there is a lover here, like someone that loves you here that you make really big decisions with or choices with too, in regards of this. And I'm hearing for some of you, yeah. Okay. I'm hearing for some of you, this is like a business contract or deal or agreement, and they want to get into the heart of the matter. They want to know why. Why do you love this? Why do you want this? Why do you want to move forward in this here? And you almost, and yeah, the Ace of Wands, they want to see your passion, your creativity, your energy, your feeling. They want to feel something from you here. And, okay, Hanged Man, the Lover's card, but then you have the Seven of Wands that's showing up. So this is you inadvertently holding yourself back here and not being assertive. However, Spirit wants you to create a brand new beginning with this and not have to go run and hide, not have to go be aggressive, not have to go be like, oh, anger is my only feeling or emotion, and not go back to some sort of outdated trauma response where all you are doing is you are just being in your defense mechanisms, Gemini, okay? Spirit wants you to feel your feelings, and even if, and it's going to bring you a lot of, I'm talking about, I love this, okay? Spirit wants you to feel your feelings here. You have the Hierophant, and underneath that you have the Temperance card. Hello, we're in Sagittarius season. Not all feelings are all happy and bubbly. Some of them are tough to work through here, right? Spirit's asking you to remain balanced here. The Hierophant is legit, this spiritual leader, this wise counsel here, this person that's saying these things. And I'm telling you, it's going to bring you to a lot more happiness of love as well as money here. And you have 10-10. So some of you have been in the cycle that they want you to close up. Truly, 1010 is this angel number of moving on into the next thing here. But it's almost like you can't go back to what your ancestors did, but your ancestors are helping you with this here overall. Release this, okay? And if you grew up and your family wasn't touchy-feely, or you didn't get a lot of hugs, or you didn't see them show love, or you didn't hear them say that they're proud of you, well, you know what? Your ancestors are proud of you, and they're telling me some of them are regretting it that they never said that to you while you were living, okay? And they don't want you to carry the burden of this and their spiritual lessons into the next lifetime here, okay? And this could be for some of you that have kiddos as well. Hopefully y'all can hear me. And this is the truth. And the Nine of Swords, you're coming out of any anxiety and stress with this, but Spirit's literally like, now is the time to move into this. Now is the time to be happy with this. And now is the time to really work through your feelings over the next 6 months and heal them, okay? Yeah, no, going back to the past, 8 of Cups in the upright. Literally that here overall. So Geminis, you will have to let me know what resonates in the comments below too, and like, subscribe and watch the other signs in your chart, because then you will get the full picture of what's going on for you. So Cancers, what's up, Cancer babies? Miss you, love you. I'm a Cancer sun, boo. Let's talk about this, Cancers. So this new moon that's happening today, Cancer risings, this will happen in your 6th house, okay? So this is going to be, the 6th house can be kind of, some people think dull or boring or routine. I feel like it's, you know, the house of, the best example that I can give you, the house of the marathon runner, the house that is literally like putting out their workout clothes for the next day and starting by running a marathon by maybe walking a little bit, warming up, and then jogging, and then running, and then slowing down and like getting back into that body here, right? It's like this, you have all these things you have to do in order to run the marathon. And so people underestimate the 6th house, but it is like this tasky house here where you can get a lot done. And overall, Cancers, this is going to really illuminate over the next 6 months, potentially you taking up some sort of new physical health routine, paying attention to your physical health here overall. You might also be healing anything when it comes to like ancestral mother wounds or motherly types of diseases in the 6th house here overall, with the new moon being here, and taking really good aligned action on it. And you might also be connecting with other people who might have similar goals here, or really love what you're doing. You might be investing in like to a personal trainer here or an assistant. For others of you, you could get a pet over the next 6 months off of this. For others of you, this is like moving into a new rental property. And for others of you, this is potentially having a lot of tasks that are going on at work over the next 6 months, and really like having a lot of connections and conversations with your coworkers when it comes to not only work, but the things that you love. And it's like these people that are connected through you to work, you also are really like working really well as a team here. So it's kind of like things are getting into realignment. So this is like, you're going to be very busy. It gives me like 2 of Pentacles and 8 of Wands all at once. If you know those energies. If you don't, that's fine. But it's like fast action. So you're really going to be setting a lot of goals here. A lot of you, if you have your own business, this is like services that you might be giving to other people. And a lot of you might even do some travel off of this too for work. But when I see that, I mean, it could be far away places just because this is in Sagittarius, but I also see that this could be just, you're traveling to the gym, and then you're traveling to work, and then you're traveling to here, the office, and maybe even places nearby, and kind of mixing up like locations. I don't know why that's coming out. And that could also be something that you also give up, and you decide over the next 6 months you don't want to travel anymore for work, be it all over the place in your local neighborhoods and communities, or far off distance lands, foreign countries here as well. We're just going to take the one that flipped over. So Cancers, you got full moon in Libra. Find a balance here. Yes, that's very beautiful. So make sure that you are prioritizing your self-care with your work, especially if you work a 9 to 5, you have busy hours. Make sure that you are meal prepping, nurturing your body, with the food or the things that really work for you here overall with your lifestyle choices, as well as like getting enough break time, or even time for like body time. So if you're at a desk all day, like getting up, stretching, rolling your shoulders here, right? And like also like opening up the heart here as well. There's something about your heart chakra, okay? So pay attention. Maybe you're doing something for heart health, and no, this is not a health read. I'm just channeling here. But this could have been something that you have been thinking about since the full moon in Libra, which would have been Aries season. And that might have been the time that Mars was done retrograding in your sign, or maybe it was March where everything felt slow for Cancers this year. So I don't know who might resonate with that, but tell us about this balance. What else does Cancers need to know off of this, please? Restoration, rest, the Star card. Oh my God. Yeah, because Okay, you may be famous in your own right, going viral, doing some things, or be this very destined divine healer in your own way. Rainbows might be significant to you here overall, but this is like pouring back into yourself. Yeah, in Page of Wands, you're going to take fast action on something here. You're going to be moving forward with an idea, a goal, a creative project. Someone here also has a message for you. This could be an Aquarius, or it happens during Aquarius season, or this is creating something new here. And it's from a fire sign. So Aries, Leo, Sagittarius here. And the 10 of Wands. Okay. Some of you over the next 6 months, it's almost like you need to outsource and close up some sort of cycle. Release your day-to-day projects or routines or burdens or tasks, or hire certain people on to help you with things. So for example, we talked about, physical health. Maybe you're hiring a personal trainer. Maybe you're hiring a yoga instructor. Maybe you're hiring someone to help you with your pet, a dog sitter, a cat sitter, a nanny here. It's almost get some sort of alleviation or relief here, because you have had a lot of responsibilities here, and I see you only getting busier, and it's going to start more so in Aquarius season. So Spirit's almost prepping you for that, to outsource some of these things now, ask for help now when it comes to some of these people and responsibilities. I'm also seeing with this too, you might be needing a nanny for kiddos. You might have a dog that could be significant to you here as well. Or this was even, what was the other one I was thinking about? For those of you that are in your own business, like hiring an assistant here as well. For those of you in your own business, yup, 44. Emperor and 4 of Wands. Everyone's getting 4 of Wands in this reading. It just is coming up for some sort of reason here overall. But by Aries season, you're going to be across the world, traveling, doing a lot, building your empire, celebrating with a lot of people. You could be 44. There's a lot of luxury coming in. Also celebrations, rewards, success, and 7 of Swords. You're putting down your swords and not taking on the brunt of the world here and all the responsibilities, and really pouring into your cup, Cancer, and giving back to yourself. Okay. So there's this energy of balance with all these things, and it's nope, you're done, you've been through it this year, put it down now, ask for help now. The double card in the upright here, right? Cut these cords with certain things that you need to stop overdoing and release it. Yeah, and just focus on what it is that you love here. Gemini energy, Capricorn energy, and make the best choices for you and get rid of any toxicities, because there is something that's about to be taken off and celebrated. So I love that. There's a major victory and success in this. Maybe you're running some sort of race or some sort of thing here. And you win the golden medal or a wreath, or maybe you're going to the Olympics. I don't know. Maybe you're in some sort of tournament, whatever it is that you do. They're also telling me rat race spirits, don't run the rat race of life, okay? Slow down and be able to enjoy it a little bit more. Okay, Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising. Let me know what resonates in the comments below. Subscribe to the channel, all the things. Let's get into Leo's energy. Leo, this is a beautiful next 6 months for you off of this lunation. Say it with me. Anything I want to create is already created. Everything that wants me is already here. I get what I want. I know what I want. I love what I want. All my manifestations and all my dreams come true, because the 5th house is the manifestation house here. So I love this house for you. Well, obviously it's your house, Leo. However, this is beautiful because let's discuss this house. It's also a packed house too. This could be great for love and romance and dating, whether you're single, partner, spouse, whatever your relationship energy looks like here, right? Stay open to that, because there's a lot of beautiful things that could be coming in regards to love in this house too. And this is also the house of creativity, joy. This is inner child. What did you like doing as a kid, right? Did you like snowshoeing in the winter during this time? Do you like painting during the winter during this time? Did you like writing books, reading stories? Did you like making friendship bracelets? Did you, create something previously? This is the house of creativity and pleasure. So this is over the next 6 months, there could be something that's a seed is planted and it is created, and it just takes off here for whoever that resonates for. For others of you, this is also the house of luck and also entrepreneurship. So if you are an entrepreneur here, you might be creating a lot of collaborations with people, a lot of partnerships with people, connecting, networking, doing all these things here, going on one-on-one coffee dates here, lunch dates, brunch dates, whatever it might be. But like this is something where you're networking and meeting people up because it's like you don't have time to waste. It's because you're creating something and you want to collaborate with other people here that like share this vision, this dream, this hope, this message. And for those of you that are dating, this is also a great time for romance over the next 6 months, or love here specifically, Leo risings, and to take the action. But it's also like you don't have time to waste here. You're moving forward, you're being diligent, you're being strong, and you know what you want here. So let's see what's in the cards for you. What do Leos need to know, please, Spirit? Ooh, that one popped. Okay. Interesting. So you could have Pisces in your chart here. This is something where Spirit's asking you to forgive, okay? You might be forgiving yourself or asking for forgiveness from someone. For others of you, this might be forgiving yourself for maybe not putting yourself out there as much, or not going on dates as much, or maybe not prioritizing a partner as much, or not prioritizing a business endeavor, or something you want to birth or create. You could also get pregnant under this lunation. I'm hearing some of you need to like forgive yourself for some form of miscarriage. 10 of Pentacles cutting the deck here. I don't know why that's coming through. Maybe in your family or generation that could have been difficult to experience. So whoever that's for, I'm really sorry. Or for others, you maybe this is like, this has been a struggle with my kids, or things have been hard, or maybe I've lost my temper here. So I would say watch out for that too with this lunation. Your kiddos could also be restless underneath this as well when it comes to Sagittarius energy. So what did Leos need to know, please? What is this forgive energy specifically? Ace of Swords, but it came out sideways. I don't know what that's about. Some sort of truce, some sort of conversation that maybe you haven't had yet. You're kind of like tiptoeing. You're like, do I do this? Do I not? I'm not sure. Like, how do I actually move forward and share my truth? I'm hearing you don't want to hurt somebody in this situation. And I think that's commendable. However, you hurt yourself when you hold back the truth from other people. You hurt yourself when you hold back the truth from other people. The Devil card. This could be with a Capricorn, a father figure, maybe even a patriarch of the family. Maybe you have Capricorn in your chart. I don't know. I don't know, Leos, but this is something where Spirit wants you to take this power and control back into your life here, okay? And almost cut off the cords from anything from the past. Page of Cups. This could be a childhood wounding patterns, maybe someone that is young-minded, or just from something that you haven't created again. And it's like, dang, if I knew what I know now. And it's like, well, you could never know that unless you've been truly given the gift of prophecy, and Spirit's gonna lay it out so perfectly on your fucking path, which never fucking happens, right? And it's 111 as I say that here. Okay. One in the chat, Ashley, yes. And it's like, okay, like even if you have these psychic visions and dreams and prophecies and gifts and clairvoyance and all this fucking shit, like your girl, that shit is never laid out. And it's almost like, I hate this line, so please don't hate me for saying it, Leos, but it's said so much, right? It's like if Spirit were to just give you the clear path of your life and give you no challenges, no hurdles, no human experiences, then you wouldn't learn anything, or you wouldn't have as much fun. And this fifth house is also about having fun. So get your shit out there, have lots of fun, and do some different things here, and do things, again, Page of Cups, that your like inner child once did, you know, what you loved doing growing up here, right? And for some of you, there could be something again about creating, painting, beading, jewelry. Maybe you wanted to be a fashion designer. I'm hearing that for someone out there, but it's almost like forgive yourself too. Maybe if you've had any father wounds here in particular, or childhood wounds here in particular, with a fatherly figure, Spirit's asking you almost like, please release and forgive this, because 8 of Wands, it doesn't do you any good by staying in this hurt anymore, right? 3 of Swords and 8 of Wands in the reverse. 2 of Cups, just make better choices and ask them to make better choices for the future. And it's one of those things, if they don't make these better choices here, it's like you gave them the opportunity, and it's up to them whether or not they actually want to shoot their shot with you, right? And they might, King of Swords, but you also have to tell them when they're being toxic, is what I'm hearing with that King of Swords. Like you need to be able to say to them, I'm cutting off this toxic behavior, or this behavior is toxic because fill in the blank here, right? Hello, everyone. Thank you for being here. Peaceful holidays to all of you. If you celebrate, my loves, okay? I know this is not always the most peaceful time of year for people, and I just hope that everything going on in the world, everyone can hopefully find a little bit of peace, or just even heal the world a little bit by visualizing, a golden light or whatever it is you like to do here, right? Send good blessings and wishes to people. But let's keep going. So Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, let me know what resonates in the comments below. Like and subscribe to the channel, yo, and check the other placements in your chart, because there's a lot of themes coming up with this one that are very similar with energies. Virgo, Sun, Moon, Risings. What's up, Virgo babes? So let's discuss this. You have this new moon going through your fourth house here, which is family generational traumas. It's family. It can be wounds. It can also be the hidden house that we don't like to look at. A lot of people will say 12th house is so hidden, 8th house is so secretive, but 4th house, it's like, damn, we get to heal some shit here, okay? And you have stellium going on in this house for a little while. So I don't want to lie to you, Virgos, right? Because I'm not going to be able to put shit past you here, okay? For some of you, under this lunation over the next 6 months, you may be healing a motherly wound, or even a wound with family or family generational trauma. With Sagittarius under this lunation, this could be for a lot of folks who have potentially immigrated as well, since Sagittarius is a lot about different world countries and cultures and far off distant shores and lands. And there might be something that almost like clicks as an aha moment with people in your life that you have conversations with and talk about this with. You have really, Sagittarius energy in the watery Cancer energy here. And it gives me like the temperance kind of energy and the yin and the yang. So I want to say, hold space for feelings and stay grounded, and don't rush the process when it comes to the fiery side. But also don't just sit in the feelings where you don't even take action to tell people what you are truly feeling. So you have some things to kind of balance out here. You may be also here, and there could be multiple people that are involved in regards to siblings or even children with things that you're healing through your family lineage here. And I see that it's really taking a toll on you, your daily life, your identity, how you show up in the world, and whether or not you feel like you can be seen, as well as it's bleeding into a lot of partnerships with business, love, and marriages here too, that maybe you don't necessarily recognize or see that you could be potentially people pleasing under this lunation here as well. So again, don't shoot the messenger, but this is a really great time to start a lot of these maybe tough conversations to heal some things when it comes to family matters here. Now, this is also the house, the home house. So you might be inclined to move over the next 6 months, maybe even look at different places that are far off from where you live here. There might be a shock and awe revelation with this, and really taking some time to move forward. And maybe you're moving out from like a rental property to a whole nother place that actually is more lucrative or has more money opportunities, or things that is kind of more luxurious for you in the future with other aspects and components that are going on in the sky here. So I would pay attention to those things here, Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising sign. Overall, let's shuffle this out. And a lot of you might be working on reparenting yourself or remothering yourself. If you do have like a mother wound here as well with this, I would not be surprised, like even with how to love yourself, how to teach yourself how to save money, because maybe your parents didn't teach you that, how to have sacred sexuality, how to also allow yourself to expand, how to tell people about difficult things that hurt your feelings here, your identity or your emotions, and really trusting that, okay? So you got the last quarter moon of Pisces, talk less, feel more, which I absolutely love that for you with this going on in your fourth house, because it is that feely, watery Cancerian house, Virgo, and sometimes you can definitely be in your head. So I want this to balance that out. I want you to bring in that water element in here with this and really pay attention to that here, okay? And this is your sibling sign, Pisces, and the South Node is in you, Virgo. So you're going to feel this more if you have Virgo in your chart, or South Node in Virgo, that placement in particular. That is about releasing and shedding old identities, things that don't serve you, ego deaths and disillusionments, releasing something that doesn't matter to you anymore. And this might also be releasing previous business adventures, loves, marriages, romance, in order to step into a better aligned soul purpose here. But when the South Node is in the sign of Virgo, it's about releasing that criticism of self and others. And that's really playing out in these houses with the aspects here, okay? But you're going to be happier, Virgo, Sun, okay? True happiness is ahead when you actually talk less and feel more. Very interesting. You could have Leo in your chart here overall, but the Sun is like whatever it is that you're moving through right now energetically, it's going to be a success, and you're going to create better outcomes and brand new beginnings with this overall. This is a new opportunity when it comes to creation and passion and movement. This is not something that you've done before and you've never been there before. And Page of Pentacles, shut up. Message is coming in about this here, okay? Potentially from an earth sign. This is Taurus. Oh my goodness. So you have, well, fire signs, you have Leo, Sagittarius, Aries, and then you have Taurus and Virgo, your sign here, as well as Capricorn. So you might be inclined to really create something brand new that's going to make you really happy and really be in this nice energy where you also receive accolades and rewards here overall. Yeah, and some of you might be hermiting your energies to do this overall, but you almost need to embody this energy of 8 of Cups. Like, I cannot go back to the past here overall because you have you over it, right? Like, you're over it energetically, and you want to step into this new successful timeline of where it is that you are meant to go and move forward here specifically, okay? You might also be traveling for school or teaching or studying something here with the page, being a student here overall, and taking up a really fun course of creative learning here with other people. And it's going to make you very happy and successful. And I see more money coming in with that. So for whoever that's for here, congratulations overall, because you got a lot of success here, and this could even be with a Capricorn. So let's see what's going on. Yeah, 3 of Cups, where it also builds you a lot of clients, a lot of community, a lot of connection here, and it's just very lovely. So congratulations, Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising. Let me know what happens in the comments below. Claim this read. You're the only one that got the Sun card, so I really love that for you, yo. And like and subscribe to the channel too, boo, okay? Libras, go. Okay, my thing wasn't moving forward, y'all. Let me take a sip here and make sure I get this to the right day because the wheel likes to move. So yeah, anywho, boo. Libras, how are you, loves? Miss you, love you. Let's talk about this, okay? Libras, Sun, Moon, Rising. You're doing this new moon in your 3rd house. So 3rd house is aunts, uncles, nieces, cousins, nephews. So extended family. It is also your car, your transportation, short distance trips and travels. So nothing out of country. Maybe not even out of state. Like, this is kind of like 4 hours from your house kind of energy. You also have social media, as well as marketing and sales, selling, as well as this is in Gemini's house of being the student. So you might be taking up some sort of course here too, or selling some different things under this lunation as well. There could be a lot of contracts and negotiations that are playing out during this time or over the next 6 months that could include movement into new social groups, communities, gatherings, everything like that. But it's something that's going to be harmonious, and it's more so around women. Looking at the rest of the chart is what I'm seeing with different aspects in the sky. So that's what I'm looking at. There's something about a hidden opportunity that could be coming from a creative, someone you're dating or you have dated or you're going out and connecting with, a collaboration that could be secret or hidden, that could potentially make you some really good money moves. Or this is also money that could be floating to you from the past here as well. That kind of shocks and awes and surprises you here overall. So over the next 6 months, really great time to hone in on writing, emailing, marketing, sales, social media platforms, as well as you might be starting a brand new platform or anything new in those areas. You might be getting a new car under this as well, or doing short distance trips or travel less than 4 hours away. Um, Taking a course. So maybe you're like, go back to school, taking a course on something and you're driving, like, and it's, short distance trip, like an hour away, right? Something of that sort here. This is you being out there a little bit more in the communities, but also inviting like certain friends and relationships as well. So I like that for you, Libra, since you are the relationship. So tell us about this, since you're like ruling over relationships here. Okay, we got last quarter moon in Cancer. Take a breather, and this actually really reminds me of your energy. You might be inclined to work with opalite here. You see the blue crystal like rock in it. Reminds me of blue opalite here. Take a breather, take a break. Where's Cancer in your houses? So okay, so Jupiter's in your 10th house, which is in Cancer, which is expansion and growth and abundance. And when Jupiter is here, Jupiter like loves to be money, or not, well, sometimes money, but a lot of blessings and a lot of opportunities when it comes to work and everything like that. And I see, and it can also make you be overdoing it during this time. So you do need to slow down and rest here. It is trining Saturn, so it doesn't feel like there's anything that's negative about that. However, it's maybe from something that you've done from the past that's just no longer in alignment with you. And Saturn is retrograde, or moved back into Pisces, and will move back into Aries soon. But it's almost like you're kind of wrapping up certain things, and you almost need to realize like when is enough, and when can I actually take a break here. Okay, let's shuffle this. Hold up, Libra. You might be inclined to do some breath work here, or do some like different types of baths and rituals around that to cleanse your energies, boo. Okay, got all the cards, none of them wanted to flip over. Okay, yeah, Libras. Whew. I'm just laughing my butt off. Okay. Before I say anything, I don't want to forget this message. Just because you can doesn't mean you should. And not every opportunity is a golden one or the right one. Okay. Some are time wasters here, is what Spirit's really coming through. And by the time you actually decide to maybe move forward on one, it's going to be done. Like, it's going to be gone. It's not even going to be an opportunity for you anymore. I don't know who that's for. I don't know what that resonates for, but there's something about an opportunity will not last. There was something that I wrote under my community board, so go back and read that post if you want to, Libra. But there is something specific about this. Now, when it comes to take a breather here, you got Queen of Cups in the reverse here. I have a psychic channel message download about this card, and that's for you, Libras, I guess, or anybody that resonates to it and wants to click on that video when I channel it in the future, but I have not been able to give it yet. But you are depleted. You are exhausted. You really need to give back to yourself. I'm hearing, some burnout, emotional burnout, also potentially psychic overload or sensitive overload from other people, or sensory overload here overall. But I feel like you are not giving from a heart-centered space here, and it's almost like you're drowning in a lot of things here, Libras. So Spirit is saying take a breather, and that is the Cancer card. You could have Cancer in your chart, but again, this is also about taking some time to pour back into yourself here. And Spirit's asking you to take a breather also because you do have 3 conversations, or well, 2 conversations, could be 3 coming in, but you do have 3 opportunities here. Okay, Ace of Pentacles overall in the upright, money here, all these different things as your overall energy, but you got the Knight of Cups and the Knight of Swords. One of these opportunities is going to leave you feeling emotionally depleted, or it might be one that you really love, or might be very like a romance kind of life kind of vibe here. And the other one might be like very strategic, very thoughtful, very provoking, very analytical here. And whatever it is you choose to decide, you might decide to go with both here, but you can't do that unless you fill up your cup, because then I see you really burning out and you're going to potentially get a cold, a head cold, or a sickness here. But there is more money with these opportunities overall. So Spirit's like, hey, if the opportunities are not coming now, it doesn't mean that they won't present themselves later here, okay, when you're ready, okay, to leave the past in the past, like we said, 8 of Cups, and to move into better partnerships here and commitments. So there's something about that restoration, and rejuvenation. When I upload the video, Queen of Cups in reverse, the psychic channel message down that I got for the collective, that's definitely a read for you to come back and click on and watch. Because yeah, you have a lot of choices that are coming in and decisions, and I don't even think you realize it yet, but that's going to be a message for someone out there. And I'm going to pull cards on that too specifically. But the Lovers, like I said, choices, decisions, actions here could be with a lover or things that you would love to do here, but I feel like you really need to take it one step at a time. I'm hearing burning the candle at both ends, bleeding out. Ooh, bleeding out. I bleed it out, digging deeper just to throw it away. That song could be significant. I think that's Linkin Park. Maybe you need to look up the lyrics. Maybe you're just like bleeding out at like work or something. I don't know. Or maybe there's something up with your blood. I don't know. Or feeling like you're bleeding out but no one's seeing it. You're dissociating, and then like you literally just numb out your feelings, or numb out what's going on, and then you're just throwing life away here. So I don't know who that message is for, but just take what resonates with you, Libras. That's not gonna be for everyone, but okay. Hopping off in a minute, but this was amazing as always. Thank you, Jackie. You're welcome. Thank you for being here. Libras, let me know what resonates. Like, subscribe, comment down below, help the channel grow, do all the things. It's completely free to you, Libras, okay? And watch your other signs and your placements too. But let's talk about you, Scorpio. I need some water. Cheers. Last but not least, I can't believe I've been live for almost 90 minutes. Like, what up? Like, 90 minutes. I miss 90-minute 90s movies. Like, if you know, you know, and you remember that, you know. I feel like a lot of movies nowadays are not 90 minutes, okay? But anyway, Scorpios. Let's talk about you, boo. This new moon in Sagittarius over the next 6 months, these energies that will be playing out are going through your second house here. So this is going to be very beautiful for you, Scorpio risings in particular, but also sun and moon. This is something where you have this Sagittarius stellium going on for the next couple days, and then the moon and the sun will change signs and move over into your third house. So second house is your material possessions, your money, your values, different things that you tangibly have here. And this is movement and forward action on different money goals here. You might be working on something in particular, a contract with somebody about money, or even something about a lover on money, or just different negotiations right now during this time. This is also your assets and material possessions, but this is also the house of feeling really good about what you do have, and this self-esteem and this self-worth here. And I feel like if any of you have been needing to really work on money mindset, that is the shadow of this house. So over the next 6 months, being able to look at, you know, the light side of this house is all fun. Yeah, more money, right? As well as like the shadow of being intentional with what you're speaking into existence, what you're putting out there, because that'll manifest 3 times back to you here too. So pay attention to that, because the second house can also really show you that, like, you know, if you have a lot of planets in this house, you're going to experience a lot of money, or you can, yes, absolutely, but you can also lose a lot of money very fast here too. And so there's this different type of vibe in this energy as well, where you almost have to maintain and hold on and really grasp this idea of how to also be open to receive money, but also know that money doesn't always equate to, you know, these material possessions and these monies that you have. They don't always equate to love or these things here overall. So there's something about that with Venus hanging out in this house, but there could be some really nice money blessings for you, like over the next couple days or so under this lunation, when it comes to her being there. But over the next 6 months, this is like rewriting your money stories, your narratives, and working on your self-worth and self-esteem, which is from the inside out, not just your pocketbook, okay, or your wallet here, okay? Message, please. Yeah. Honor your feelings. So the crown chakra is coming up for you. Pisces energy. You could have Pisces in your chart, 12th houser here, whatever. But this is about getting grounded, trusting in the universe, source, God, whatever you believe in, and divine ancient wisdom, okay, is coming through your crown chakra during this time. whoever that or whatever that alludes to. But you could also be channeling, clearing your energy, working with water for the powers of money manifestation, or cleansing your energy, like, right, getting enough water, drinking enough water. Pay attention to being dehydrated over the next 2 days. And the second house is also the things you put in your body and in your mouth and in your face here, right? And so this is also paying attention to, with this lunation being in Sagittarius, be aware of overindulgence here, because Jupiter loves to expand and overindulge, right? And this second house energy underneath it all is Taurus here, right? Which is Venus of pleasure and joy. So it's like you got a double whammy. So just pay attention to that around the holiday seasons of balancing those things here overall. But there could be something about that, as well as like not emotional eating here, okay? But just eating for pleasure mindfully versus just eating for pleasure or just eating out of boredom. Okay, messages, honor feelings. Ooh, okay. I love these cards. Oh my God. Shut up. Okay. So I'm like beating a dead horse with your money mindset, right? Okay, Scorpios, you literally have the Queen of Pentacles, the Moon card, and the Nine of Cups, but they all came out in the upright. So there is some sort of wish fulfillment with your money, but you may not see this here coming under the next 6 months in the lunation. And this Moon card is kind of like a darker nighttime moon card, which I really love. And where I'm at and where I'm from right now, we're in the winter months. So there could be something during the darker, like winter months under this lunation that really does come to fruition and manifest for you. You may be inclined to work with a financial advisor, a planner, or someone that has some sort of wisdom or intellect to keep your money growing and this abundance growing, because you also have this rabbit here, which represents fertility here, right? And growth. And Queen of Pentacles is like, okay, how can we expand this more? How can we grow this more? But also, you may be keeping this secret potentially from some people who maybe have taken advantage of your wish fulfillment or of what you have here, and it's almost like you can't show them, and you almost need to do some things to protect your money here at this time here, your assets and everything along those lines. So I would pay attention to that in particular. But you have a lot of money, but this is also working on the money shadows, the second house shadows of what I said with the moon coming up here. And I don't feel like you have anything negative to really worry about. I feel like this is you stepping into this and really trusting that intuition here, and that you have a wish fulfillment. Nine of Cups here overall, and you're going to feel very good here. And for some of you Scorpios, this could have stemmed from childhood here, potentially King of Cups, Page of Cups energy, potentially from not having enough here. Five of Pentacles in the reverse though. You're coming out of that and you're getting into so much more happiness and abundance here with the Sun card. Very beautiful. I really love that energy for you, Scorpio. I feel like that's beautiful. I feel like that's what you needed to hear. And Spirit's also saying, allow yourself to feel like you deserve this much money, okay? Because I don't know who this is coming in for, but they're also saying like windfall. And you got the Ace of Wands on the table here. Create differently, and the Wheel of Fortune. Shut up. What did I just say? Windfall, and you got the Wheel of Fortune. Like, claim that shit, Scorpio. Like, not even kidding you. Like, that's a beautiful reading, and whatever it is, it's gonna take off into more and more and more. So I love that. And you could be sharing this with a lover or a Gemini, or making really good decisions about your money during this time. So I really love that for you. And yeah, good decisions. You're assessing the situation, like I just said, okay? And speaking what you want into existence with the throat chakra. So again, blue crystals, work with them for your throat chakra. Get Reiki done. Do some different things to really balance out that area during this time here, okay? Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising. Let me know what resonates in the comments below. Like, subscribe to the channel, all the things, and just let me know how this is playing out for you, okay? Shameless Squad, how are we feeling about, you know, the new moon in Sagittarius and all these different psychic tarot reads, everything like that, based on your energies? Like, are these playing out for you? You'll have to let me know in the chat. Do you already see certain things coming into fruition with this? Are there certain things you're kind of working on and you're like, damn, this fits, or damn, that fits? You'll have to let me know here, because I'm very curious. And just because I'm reading you this chart, you could totally have some sort of like aha epiphany moment where you're like, oh my gosh, this resonates with what Jackie said there, right? So I always think it's cool to be able to track the astrology and how it might be playing out for you, like in real time or IRL, whatever, in real life, IRT, IRL. But if nobody has anything to say in the chat, then I will let you all go. But definitely, if you're new, thank you for joining me. Thank you for members being here, returning subscribers for being here. If you're not a member, just know that they get content first on my channel. And I have about, God, 10, 11, 12, or 13 psychic messages and reads that I need to work on to just upload for the collective and all the things here. So I've just been a channeling machine. But anyway, Shameless Squad, I just want to say thank you all for being here. I love you. As always, stay tuned for more and stay shameless.